Hey friends, happy Friday. It's time for your bi-weekly ENS Solutions Roundup covering newly disclosed IFI projects from 30th of June to July 11th. And yes, this one is a bit of a bumper edition, not because it's been particularly exciting, but because the fiscal year just ended, and with the 30th of June, we're capturing that. So here's what it means. The year-end disclosure dump, what we've seen in the second 2 weeks of July, includes lots of uploads, a general rush to get the projects online so they can count it to the previous financial years for the year-end closure. But buried under this noise, there are some pretty interesting signals. Let's start with IFC. We've seen a decent number of investment projects, mostly in infrastructure, financial intermediaries, and real estate, but not a single advisory project disclosed. This is unusual. Just for context, the IFC's advisory services are where they usually support private sector clients and governments with things like capacity building, legal, regulatory reforms, ESG systems, and investment climate work. This is where the client pays IFC for its advice. So essentially, IFC is an advisory consultant to a government or a private sector company. So while the money is flowing on the investment side, the silence on the advisory front makes you wonder, is it a data delay? Is it a strategic shift? Did they go all out for the year end? Nevertheless, there's one investment that's worth flagging, and that's NAF Poultry in Sri Lanka. This looks like a play to strengthen local agribusiness and food systems in a country facing serious economic headwinds. It's a category B, so there are likely manageable social and environmental risks, but worth watching as part of the broader trend toward food security focused investments that we'll see with some other IFIs. Now on to the World Bank, which is in full emergency response mode. There's a real spread of projects aimed at fragile, conflict-affected states and post-disaster recovery in Djibouti and Niger, and education reform in Ukraine, digital transformation projects across the Caribbean and West Africa. The themes this week: speed, resilience, and inclusion. And a lot of these are contingency of response window projects, which says something about the global risk landscape right now. AIIB is playing in a complete different league. Their big move this week: a 1 billion climate policy loan from Brazil's Verdes program. That's not just a headline number, that's a signal. AIIB continues to favor large, high leverage operations that combine public policy reform with climate ambition. They're also investing in core infrastructure in India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka. Think energy, roads, water, all aligned with their mandate to finance connectivity and resilience. Meanwhile, the EBRD is off to a rather slow start this financial year. There's activity, yes, including some municipal financial sector deals in Kosovo, Egypt, Ukraine, but the volume is low and the momentum is soft. We'll see if that changes as board meetings pick up in Q3 after the August breaks. EIB, on the other hand, is just doing what EIB does, moves quietly but consistently, with a strong pipeline of university investments, SME credit lines, and energy interconnections, especially in Greece and Poland, Ukraine. A couple of projects hint at the alignment with the EU Green Deal and the Just Transition Mechanism, but there are no major surprises here. Now, if you want to see a theme in this week's disclosure, look no further than the Inter-American Development Bank. They're going all in on education, transparency, digital tools for governance, from school feeding programs to higher education access in Mexico, Costa Rica, regional projects focused on smarter public services and fiscal modernization. There's even one looking at how to better manage water and aquifers in the Amazon basin. Very cool and long overdue. And finally, something new. For the first time, we're including newly published documents from the African Development Bank. Their disclosure format wasn't quite aligned with the others or how we're getting the data, so we had difficulties accessing their information, but we're here now, we're watching. The one project that stood out to me was Sudan's Emergency Wheat Production Project 2, which is a critical intervention in a country grappling with food insecurity and instability. That's your roundup. As always, we've linked a full list of projects in the newsletter. If you're tracking a specific sector, region, or lender, let us know. We're happy to spotlight it next time. Until then, take care and keep doing the work that matters.